In Springfield, Ohio, a heartbreaking story has become entangled in political controversy. Aiden Clark, an 11-year-old boy, tragically died in August 2023 when a school bus that he was riding on was hit by a van driver by a Haitian immigrant. The driver, named Joseph, didn't have a valid driver's license and crossed the center line, causing the collision. Now, the accident was actually devastating, and Aiden was thrown from the bus, which then flipped. Now, several other children were actually hurt in the crash. Joseph was later found guilty of involuntary manslaughter and felony vehicular homicide and was sentenced to 9 to 13 and a half years in prison. Now, recently, this tragic event was brought back into spotlight, but not for the right reason. Donald Trump and his campaign has been using Aiden's death to support their political arguments against the immigration. They claim that the tragedy was a direct result of immigration policy and even spread false rumors about Haitian immigrants in Springfield, including the bizarre allegation about them eating the pets. Now, on the recent day, Trump's running mate, Vance, tweeted about Aiden, referring to him as being murdered by a Haitian migrant. This tweet struck a painful chord with Aiden's family. Now, during a city commission meeting, Aiden's father spoke about visible distress. He criticized Trump and Vance for using his son's death for political purpose and said that the actions were reopening the old wound. They had spoken my son's name and used his death for political gain. This need to stop now. Well, that's what he said very firmly. He emphasized that his son's death was a tragic accident, not a murder, and asked that people not to use this tragedy to spread hate. His father, whose name is Nathan, with his wife Daniel by his side, made an emotional statement, wishing that if somebody had to cause his son's death, he would rather be a 60-year-old white man, and that was just to avoid the hateful backlash that his family has to face. He expressed a deep frustration that their family grief was being manipulated for political purpose. Now, adding to the distress, Trump's campaign had posted pictures of Aiden and Joseph side by side, using the image to criticize Vice President Kamala Harris' immigration policy. They claim that Harris has refused to say Aiden's name, further stirring the conspiracy. Vance joined the fray, making similar claims on social media. On the other hand, Nathan Clark voiced his frustration at the meeting, saying while people can talk about immigration issue, they should not involve his son's story in the argument. They can vomit all the hate that they want about the illegal immigrants and the border crisis, and even untrue claim about the fluffy pets being eaten by the community members. However, they are not allowed, nor have they ever been allowed, to mention Aiden Clark from Springfield, Ohio. Now, in response to this conspiracy, Trump's campaign issued a statement expressing the sorrow for the Clark's family's loss and called on the media to cover the broader issue that is faced by Springfield due to the immigration. Now, despite the campaign apology, the use of Aiden's tragic death in political debates has left the Clark family struggling with their grief being exploited for the political gains. For more such videos, do follow TimesXP.